What's up, guys? What's up, guys? So, coming to y'all with another video today, talking about discipline. All right, yes, discipline, especially for those in men and young men. Um, Something that's super important. You know, this has been on my mind for a long time. I want to make a video like this, wanting to talk to younger men, really maybe talking to younger me. At the same time. So yeah, it's like 2:30 in the morning. So my little girl woke up at 1:45. It's 2:30 in the morning. My alarm clock's gonna go off at 3:50 so I can get ready for work. And I'm like, heck, I'm already up. That little time of me going back to sleep, waking back up, that's really nothing. And so my brain knows that, so now I'm like wide awake pretty much. So yeah, you see my Apple Watch. See, Apple Watch says, hold on, Apple Watch. Right. Oh, what's my passcode? Hold on. See, Apple Watch is doing too much. So yeah, 2:37. Yep, 2:38. So yeah, it's 2:38 in the morning time, right? So I'm up here. I'm like, you know what? I'll make this video. I could try to go back to sleep and do those things, but you know, my goal is to start this YouTube channel. My goal is to start making more videos like this. My goal is to get to a certain level, right? So even if I wasn't making this video, I'd probably be doing something else. And I do this pretty often as well, right? I do this pretty often. So yeah, like discipline. First off, what is discipline? What is discipline itself, right? Really and truly, like I think one of the easiest ways to think of discipline is just keeping the promises you make to yourself. That's if you say you're gonna do something, it's just doing it. Challenges will arise, obstacles will happen. Life is not always gonna go according as planned. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? It's still figuring out how to get things done with everything else in life, right? Discipline is keeping the promises you said that you'll make to yourself. It's finding a way to stay the course. Especially as you mature as a man, you have other responsibilities from, your family, your wife, your children. Then as you grow your kingdom, as you grow, your businesses, your clientele, people are relying on you. You have to get things done. Discipline is still making it happen. Discipline is waking up, showing up. That's why the shirt that says "Just Show Up." Like, this is my shirt. I'll probably have this here on the channel so we can buy them. I gotta figure out how to get that stuff at the bottom. But discipline is really just showing up and then putting in the work and effort and bring the effort that you need, that you need to complete the task to the best of your abilities. Right. Um, Discipline is something I wish I had more of early on. I'm 33 years old, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm gonna be really honest. If I had discipline 10 years ago, I could have been way further than I am now, even with my body. I'm a fitness trainer, and I tell my clients in my head, like, as your trainer, I can get you in 3 years what took me 10 years. That's also what you're paying for in a coach, that kind of ability that's might be over you to start disciplining things in you, right? That's just being honest. I'm not afraid to tell people how to do better than me. I think that's what part of being a man is. As you evolve, you help the younger generation. You help people do better, become better than you. That's just what it is. So, discipline. Now, why is discipline important? People why is discipline important? For several reasons. Like, if you're online, right? You see all these things. You see the houses, you see the cars, heck, you see the girls, right? You see all these different things. Anything worth having takes time, and unless you have discipline, you're not gonna have anything worthwhile. That's what it is. Like, anything worthwhile takes work. It takes work. It takes work, and then it takes work to keep it. That's one thing. Buying the houses is one thing. Buying the cars is one thing. Getting all those things. It's one thing keeping it. It is. It takes discipline, and so you have to have it, fellas. You have to have it. Like, If you are not disciplined, you're not going to have what you want. And a lot of times, like I'm even hit another layer. I'm gonna hit a deeper layer. I'm gonna hit a deeper layer. I'm gonna hit something a little deeper. I even go into talking about anxiety and depression. You know, if you are a man and you have anxiety and depression, it's probably because you have or currently lack discipline in your life, and you're in certain situations, right? And that anxiety, that depression comes from you not doing what you need to do to better yourself in a situation. So here's the thing you gotta realize: it's not gonna happen overnight. It's not gonna happen in 2, 3 months. You're not gonna fix your life problems that quick. But see, as a young man, it's hard to realize that because when you're 22 years old, you don't have any really real world life experience ahead of you. Some of you may have, some of you may have, right? But a lot of times you don't have that life experience. You don't have any life wins under your belt yet, so you don't know, right? You haven't really seen what 2, 3 years of hard work can do. Now that's the beauty of college. Because college, you can go there, get there at 18 years old, you stay the course. You say, okay, in 4 years I have my degree, but that's a whole different topic. But that could be somewhat a way of having a a win under your discipline belt, right? You achieve something big, right? That's a whole other topic, college and everything, you know. And a lot of these I'm telling y'all some personal experience. Like I told you, I like discipline. I lacked discipline when I was younger. I did. I did. But I got my stuff together. I got my stuff together, and now I've bought a car that I want, right? I have a family, right? I have a wife. I'm sitting in my office in my home, right? Because I got myself together years ago, and it took me time to get here, and I didn't get here alone, right? But as a man, especially as being in a relationship, your woman's gonna follow your lead. So the discipline that you have for yourself, your woman will pick up on that, and she'll be attracted to that, and that will lead her, that will lead your family, that will lead those around you to a better space in life, right? Or potentially can, but especially your woman, like to a better place in life, right? So that's the why discipline is important. You know, now let's talk about how to achieve that. How do we achieve that discipline, right? Let's say you don't know where to start. Like, man, I'm just lazy right now. My life is just like it's a shambles. I don't know what to do. Guess what? I was there. Like I was there once. Like I was lazy. I was there. Like trust me. Look, people. Like when it came to college, I was lazy, man. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I was lazy, playing video games all the time, going out, drinking. Hey, like I'm telling y'all, like I was that guy in college. I was lazy. Like let's be honest. Skipping class. I didn't graduate college. I went there for mechanical engineering. I learned a lot. But by the time I try to get serious, I had too many life responsibilities. I had a kid, or I have a 10-year-old son. So by the time I started to get serious, life was compounding. There's things that need my attention. Trying to do 14 credit hours of engineering classes during the daytime and work a night shift as a welder. You learn real quick that hey, like I'm not invincible, right? Literally one day my body shut down while driving. Like get off night shift. I stopped at a stoplight. I stopped at a stop sign. I fell asleep waiting for the stop sign to turn green for 45 minutes in the middle of the night on a country road, foot on the brake. I woke up 45 minutes later at the same spot. Nobody touched me. Nobody honked at me to my knowledge. Sleep. Right? So, you know, lacking discipline will get you into some situations that you got to figure out to dig yourself out of. And going to me saying me having a kid, right? Having a 10-year-old son now, me having a kid back then because I lacked discipline. I lacked discipline. If I had discipline, I wouldn't have been in a situation where I had a kid at that age where I didn't have anything. Right? So, but how do we go with acquiring discipline, right? You said, okay, you realize you're lazy. You realize you're depressed. You realize your life's in a horrible freaking spot. You realize you need to do better, but you don't know where. Start telling yourself, I'm taking control. I think that's a good place to start. Like just taking control of what you can. And one of the best things to do, one of the easiest ways to take control of your life is working out. Like, in my opinion, working out is the gateway drug to a better life. Hands down. Working out is the gateway drug to a better life. Because almost no matter what happens in life, if you have a roof over your head, right? If you have a cell phone, you have access to knowledge, you got YouTube, you got all these other resources. If you have those things, you can do two things that you can almost always control, right? What you do with your body and what you put inside of your body, right? What you do with your body and what you put inside your body. Why is that important? Because fitness is one of the fastest ways to see what discipline can do, right? Fitness is one of the fastest ways to see what discipline can do. It really is, right? If you're disciplined on your diet, on your nutrition, on your workouts for 30 to 60 days, you're gonna see results. You are. That's gonna fuel you to become better, right? Because like I said earlier, a lot of times it's hard to be disciplined when you're young because you don't have any life wins, you don't have any wins under your belt. And that's also my job as a trainer. When I coach my clients, I might look for these first 30, 60 days. I want you to stay on. I want you to have no cheat meals. I want you to cut out all sugar, right? Because I want you to see what happens when you're disciplined, right? I want you to see the results. That way you're buying into it. Because really that's what it is. Like you need to be able to see it. If you've never been disciplined before, right? Or if you're in a funk in life, if you're down, right? You need something to get you up. You want to feel the progress. You need to see a small win for your mental. And just that gateway drug of fitness, right? That can get you hooked. Once you see what discipline can do, you will get hooked. Like for me, I got hooked. I was like, oh man, I can literally get strong. I'm getting stronger. I'm getting bigger. Like it's to the point I can feel myself getting stronger week to week, and I can see the differences every 2 to 3 to 4 weeks, right? Like you see my body now. If you go back, I need to put a picture of me in high school, right? So you guys can see, or me when I was younger, when I was 19, 20 years old. I'm 240 pounds, but anybody will tell you that I was a skinny kid growing up, right? In college, I was maybe 175, 180, To the latter years of my college stint, me trying to do college, I was probably 200, 205 pounds because I've been welding, right? And I had a little money from welding. I could afford food, X, Y, Z. But I was also disciplined, right? I stopped going out to eat. I stopped doing all these different things. Stopped partying. I stopped drinking as much. So that influenced a lot of things as well. So there's that, and just start going from fitness to other areas of life. Get more organized, right? Get more organized. If you're more organized, it's easier to be disciplined, right? Like when you're unorganized and you're mentally and around you, it's gonna cause more anxiety, more stress, more depression. Wake up, clean your room. It might sound stupid, but I remember seeing a guy, I think it was a Navy SEAL, had a video years ago talking about what first thing when you get up in the morning, make your bed. He said the first thing you do in the morning, when you wake up is make your bed. Why? Because that'll help you get a small win under your belt. And that's what's about, people, man. That's what really discipline and starting to learn how to achieve success and achieve your goals is about understanding your psyche, understand the importance of getting small wins. That's why right now it's 2:30 in the morning. We're really probably what time is it? It's 2:51 right now, right? It's 2:51 in the morning, right? I could be asleep. I got stuff to do, but you know what I said? I said, I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna make this YouTube video because now guess what? I've got a small win under my belt. I've done something I said I wanted to do. I've kept a promise that I made to myself, right? for my betterment, right? For my goals, for my future, for you guys, right? What I tell you discipline is in the beginning, discipline is keeping the promises that you make to yourself. That's basically what it boils down to, right? So every morning, wake up, get a small win under your belt. If you have nothing, if you feel like nothing's going right, go wake up, go work out. Wake up, clean your room, go work out, right? If you're on summer vacation in college, I remember one summer I was in college, I had nothing, right? It was summer vacation, right? I had nothing, no classes, couldn't find a job. This is like 2000, this is like after the recession. I mean, I couldn't even get a job at dang Wendy's, you know? Like, I mean, nobody hiring. It was tough, man. It was tough. It was tough. Like, it was tough, you know? But guess what? You wake up in the morning time, clean your room, get organized, go work out, read a book. You have if you're watching this from a phone, get online, watch YouTube videos like this, motivation, mindset, other videos, watch those, right? You know, sometimes you gotta lie to yourself to get started. When I first started my fitness business, right? I started my fitness journey, not fitness journey. When I got into the fitness industry after welding, after everything else happened, which is another story for another day, how I got into that. You know, worked at Lifetime, and then COVID happened. I was like, hey, like, I gotta get out of Lifetime, like, just because I'm not making any money here. You know, I got to take care of a family. I got bigger goals. I got bigger aspirations. Like, I need to do better for myself, right? You know, I need to get online. I need to start creating my online business. I need to start, you know, whatever. I got to do my own fitness business, right? I didn't know where to start. So I would lie to myself. I said, you know what, David? Every day, I'm going to spend at least 15 minutes a day investing my time, right? Because right now I don't have a lot of money. Investing my time to my future self, right? And to this thing I want, keeping the promises that I make to myself. So from there, I was disciplined enough to at least 15 minutes a day to get on there and do something. Get on YouTube, get on my computer, do some kind of work. But you know, this is why the power of lying to yourself is important sometimes, right? That 15 minutes will turn into an hour. That 15 minutes might turn into 2 hours. It's breaking down that mental momentum, right? Because if you say I'm gonna sit down for 2 hours and solve this problem X, Y, Z, you're like 2 hours. I'm not doing that. But if you say, you know what, I'm gonna watch one video. I'm going to read one article. Once your brain gets started on a certain path, it's not going to deviate, right? Like, that's the power of mental momentum. And that's the power of discipline, you know? So that's that. Man, I can go on this all day long, but, you know, I hope this video helped. If you like videos like this, let me know. I want to start a series called Mental Mastery. And over time, as I get better with this, I'll remake these videos. Like I told you guys in my previous video, I'm not going to make YouTube too complicated right now. I'm new to YouTube. I want to start talking in front of the camera more, and I'm not going to make it complicated. I'm not going to make it complicated because, like, you know, like I know if I make it complicated at first, it's going to be harder for me to do it because I'm limited on time. And speaking of that mental momentum I was just telling you about, when you keep it simple, it's easier to do it. And as I get better with this process, as I get more comfortable with this process, I refine it and go from there, X, Y, Z, and X, Y, Z, right? But, you know, even now, this is me exercising discipline. And discipline is, you don't ever master it, right? You keep exercising it. Discipline, I've realized, is like a muscle. Over the years, you know, when you think you master it, that's when you fall off. Like, that's when you think you've got this, when you think you have discipline down, that's when you start to slip. You know, that's when you start slipping up. So you never really master it. You're always exercising it. You're always getting better at it. So, but hey, it's okay. And then one last tip for you guys, you know, one last thing that's been sticking with me lately when life gets hard is that, like, you know, perception is very important. So instead of just looking at life as like, man, life's so hard, life is kicking my tail, like, instead of looking at it as hard, and stop looking at hard as a bad thing, right? But instead of looking at life like it's just hard, look at it like this: like, life is just giving you the opportunity to be who you said you were, right? Life is just giving you the opportunity to be who you said you wanted to be. You know, you have to realize how life teaches us things. It's not like school. So if you're a young man and you're watching this, that's why you might be conflicted. You or a young person in general, like you might be conflicted because you think you're used to being in school, right? Life teaches you completely different. Life gives you the lesson. Life gives you the test first, and from that you must learn to dissect it, critically think, look at it, understand it. Then life will hand you that test again, right? And you must do better. And if you do better, life will get easier, right? And life will keep handing that test to you. And the thing is, life doesn't get easier. We just get stronger. And I think once I realized that as a young man, once I really came to terms with that like life doesn't get easier. I just get stronger. It really helped that it made life a lot easier, you know. I mean, life didn't get easier because it's what I just said. But once I understood that concept, that life doesn't get easier as you get stronger, it made the journey, there we go. It made the journey of life easier. And that's true, man. Like as you want more, right? As you want more out of life, you're gonna have more responsibility, right? As you want more goals, you start to tackle more things. As you want more cars, all these things. As you want cars, houses, family, all those things are responsibility. With responsibility comes choices, decisions. All those different things that come with having things, right? So I've ranted long enough, but I hope that just let you. If I left you, I'm sorry, left you guys with some things to think about as well. Let me know in the comments how you like this video. This was just like 22 minutes of me ranting about discipline and certain things, but also kind of give my life perspective, my life story. Like I said, I'm actually a deep person, and I want to start putting these videos out there for myself, for my children's children, right? For you guys, for the world. And I don't know, man. I just want to have fun with this. To be honest, that's what I'm not taking it too seriously anymore. I know right now I don't have the perfect lighting and things of that nature, but I'm getting used to just also ranting. Like this is new for me, just talking for 20 plus minutes straight. But yeah, guys. So discipline is very important, and don't shy away from it. You can do it, and discipline is the key to you getting what you really want in life. It's the key to your happiness. It's the key to getting rid of your anxiety and depression. As hard as that may sound, it should be relieving to know that, look, the power to you, to your life, the power to change your life is in your hands, people. You can do it. If nobody has told you, I can't even talk right now. It's too early in the morning. If nobody has told you that they believe in you, right? I'm telling you right now that I believe in you. Why? Because I have been in your shoes, meaning others have been in your shoes, and they have succeeded. They are continuing to succeed, and you will continue to succeed as well. You can do it. You're going to overcome. Start with discipline. Start with small wins. Start with your fitness. Start with cleaning your environment. Start with becoming more organized. All right. Love y'all. Hope this helps. Be great. Peace.